Okay, so segregated facilities are no longer explicitly banned. Let's get ahead of this. Let's make a safe space for everybody. No MAGA. There's the drinking fountain for MAGA. There's the portion of the restaurant for MAGA.
I would say I might agree with it to make you happy. My only concern is how are you going to choose the people that you're going to label MAGA?
Who's that Pokemon? MAGA.
Because by my knowledge, whenever somebody might disagree with you, there is no center MAGA, there is no meh or ga. Anybody that seems to disagree with you is MAGA.
I recognise, and I've fully said from the beginning, that we don't have the same freedom of speech laws that they have in the United States. And the reason for that is that we want to hold together our multicultural community and have people live in peace, free from the kind of vilification and hatred that we do see around the world.
In Australia, Premier is explaining that free speech of USA is not compatible with multiculturalism. All I have to ask is, if free speech isn't okay, does everybody in that multiculture have no free speech?
Tim Walz just got on stage to gloat about the decline of Tesla stock.
Saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping. So...
You know, you'd think for a man who ran for vice president, the fact that people are painting swastikas on Teslas might be a good reason not to align yourself with them. Nah. How about the fact that they're throwing Molotov cocktails at Tesla charging stations? Nah. Or the fact that they're lighting Teslas on fire. None of those reasons are good enough for Democratic politicians like Tim to stand against terrorism rather than demonizing Tesla. But wait, how about this one? Tim Walz is the governor of Minnesota. Minnesota has 1.6 million shares of Tesla in its retirement fund and another 211,000 in its non-retirement fund. The total value is over $400 million, which means, ding, 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 if the value of Tesla goes down, the value of Minnesotan taxpayers' retirement checks goes with it. So he's literally rooting for his own people's downfall. But wait, there's more. Investment decisions are made by the Minnesota State Board of Investment, which is chaired by, you guessed it, Tim Walz. Maybe while he's tracking Tesla stock value on his phone, he should also track the value of his taxpayers' retirement funds. But that's how blind hatred works. It'll make you cut off your own nose to spite your face.
And as you can see, I'm already half blind. I ain't cutting this big nose. I just replace the eye and go forward.
It'll make you root against the electric car company that you praised a year ago for fighting against climate change. It'll make you celebrate the misfortune of a person who just saved astronauts that were stranded for 8 months in space. It'll make you turn against someone who gave internet to Ukraine against Russia when Ukraine needed it the most. It'll malign you against those who build and align you with those who destroy. It'll make you a person who can't win, but is happy to see others lose. It'll make you want to hurt others, even if it hurts you.
There was a time back in the day that I enjoyed watching people lose, but once people stopped losing, I started causing situations where people could lose. And one moment I realized, yo, what the heck are you doing? Bengadilo, remember to subscribe.
Hope that somebody vandalizes my vehicle? Why? That video got over 1 million views and almost 20,000 comments in just 2 days. And people are actually trying to argue that this and this are actually okay to do to other people's vehicles based on what the CEO of a company is doing. Just imagine buying your dream vehicle, spending a bunch of money on it, spending hours and weeks and months and years saving up for it, and somebody comes right by and keys it and destroys it just because they don't like the owner or the CEO of the company of the vehicle that you bought. Not everybody that owns a Tesla believes in the same things that Elon Musk or Donald Trump or whoever you want to believe believes. Maybe they just bought a Tesla because they like the vehicle. It has nothing to do with the CEO or the owner of the company.
And maybe it's a Democrat that kind of dislike Elon, wanted to sell it in secret, and now they lost their chance. Don't worry about it. It's about the message. You can buy a new one. Oh no, wait.
Did you just key a Tesla the other day?
What?
You're on video. Yeah. This is the guy. You just keyed a Tesla. You got a video online. I just saw it. It's all over the fucking face. You have the media.
You know, Tesla.
Yes, you did. You keyed a Tesla in a parking lot somewhere around here. What do you got to say about that?
I didn't do that.
Well, you're on video. I said I plainly saw you doing it. You pulled up right next to it and then you keyed it.
Oh shit.
You want to bet?
Whatever.
Okay. Well, I mean, they got your license plate. I'm surprised you haven't been contacted by the police yet.
Let him do it.
I mean, what do you have to say? I mean, I saw you do it. I'm just curious. I mean, just because of Elon, you're wearing a USA T-shirt, driving a Korean car. Why would you key an American car? The guy's probably a Democrat that owns it. I think it's a woman. I mean, I'm just curious why you did that. You just don't have anything to say about that? Neither one of you guys do?
Nope.
Okay. You're handicapped too. I mean, this is just kind of ridiculous. Well, good luck to you, sir. Hope you learned a lesson. Chase Bank.
Well, it might be a Trump supporter, and finally he has a chance to key a Democratic car. Might be possible.
We have people we're locking up on that. We have someone in jail right now from one of the dealerships. They threw a Molotov cocktail through a dealership. They're looking at up to 20 years in prison. So if you're going to touch a Tesla, go to a dealership, do anything, you better watch out because we're coming after you.
Wow.
And
Well,
if you're funding this, we're coming after you. We're going to find out who you are.
I just hope they don't get you on terrorism charges, because once they do, the probability that you can lower the amount of years is very low.
Stand with immigrants. You belong here. Somos una ciudad de inmigrantes. Boston doesn't back down. We are a city where the Irish coffee is strong and our opinions are stronger. We may not always agree or see eye to eye, but at the end of the day, we are a family. If you come for one of us, you will get all of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, some people like open border, some people think certain crime is soft crime, but stop talking about people's girlfriend as if you know better.
It's crazy for you to assume that my girlfriend's an illegal immigrant. No, sadly we went the legal route. Sadly? Trust me, if we knew that she could just come here with no legal repercussions, we would have went that way. But again, we went the legal way. No, but I do love that's like everyone's main defense, that my girlfriend's going to get deported, assuming that she's an illegal immigrant, because isn't that kind of racist?
I think it's kind of is. I mean, if somebody randomly comes to me, no, nice conversation. What? You came here legally? Yeah, I would be suspicious.
So basically, this guy, we all remember this guy, right? You know, the white dudes for Harris, super big Democrat guy. It turns out this dude convinced 11 different women he respected them for more than their bodies while persuading them to send explicit photos of themselves through Snapchat. When the women discovered each other, he called them insane and attempted to coerce them into telling the public that the photos were fake. I'll play some of these out. And so you have one of these virtue signalers, constant, talking down to other people.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a virtue signaler talking down on other people on how to treat women. That's why it's news.
But I just wanted to say that America failed women tonight. People voted for it. We failed our daughters, our mothers, our sisters, our wives. America failed them.
I don't think anybody could comprehend how genuinely terrifying it is to do something like this.
I mean, 11 girls all finding out they're just all side hoes.
Found somebody who, at the time, I thought respected me for more than my physical appearance.
Yeah, he's manipulating them. I care about women. I respect women. No, you don't. You say that so you can find more of them. It's like, you know, the angler fish? They have like the little light in front of them.
When we asked, when all, like a fucking dozen of us asked, hey, are you talking to anybody? He lied and that he was not talking to anybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, this guy is White Men for Harris. That's the group standing up for the movement. I care about you in ways that you care about yourself. And there are even people in the comment section saying these are responsible movement. They can just make their own decision. I'm like, yeah, that's true. But you are saying you care about women. But you have 11 women.
Lied and that he was not talking to anybody.
Like, have you ever had like a girl you talk to like in text a lot? This guy is doing that 11 times. White dudes for Harris are breaking up. You know what this really reminds me of? COVID Minecrafters. The moment that one of them gets exposed, everybody else immediately in that group just instantaneously roaches out on them.
I'm not friends with Chris and Harry.
Damn. It's over.
And that's it.
Wow.
Honestly, right now, I'm tired. I'm defeated. I've gone through so many emotions in the last 2 days.
It's not complicated. He's just a weird manipulator. So many of these cases, these are just emotional manipulators that are taking advantage of a situation like this while simultaneously patronizing you, talking down to you about their high-minded political values. They only hold to attract more of these girls. If you're talking to 11 girls at the same time and lying to all of them, you don't give a fuck about women. Like, what are we talking about?
America failed women tonight, so I'm sorry by what may come.
And in all honesty, I don't think people care about how many women you're dating. They just find it very odd that your brand is that you care about women, but supposedly you're sending nude pics to 11 girls at the same time and you're trying to convince us it's consensual.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde, kush, hash, purple, skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, jam, turloqueta, verdetta, welcome.